I just wanted to do a really quick follow-up video on who cut down the trees, because finally today, after months and months and months of trying to find these, I was able to get access to the Dead Sea Scrolls. So I'm going to show that to you really quick and show you guys who cut down the trees. Check it out.
Now, when I made part one of that video, the only scripture I had to go by was Daniel 4:9, which goes like this.
I saw in the visions of my head upon my bed, and behold, a watcher and an holy one came down from heaven. He cried aloud and said thus, hew down the tree and cut off his branches, shake off his leaves and scatter his fruit. Let the beasts get away from under it, and the fowls from his branches. Nevertheless, leave the stump of his roots in the earth, even with a band of iron and brass in the tender grass of the field. And let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beasts in the grass of the earth.
Okay, here we have the scripture from the Dead Sea Scroll version. Okay, now, in the Dead Sea text entitled The Book of Giants, the Nephilim, sons of the fallen angel, Shemyaza, named Eicher and Oya, experience dream visions in which they visit a world garden and see 200 trees being felled by heavenly angels. Felled means cut down. Not understanding the purpose of this allegory, they put the subject to the Nephilim Council, who appoint one of their number, Mohawi, to go on their behalf to consult Enoch, who now resides in an earthly paradise. To this end, Mohawi then rose up into the air like the whirlwinds and flew with the help of his hands like winged eagle over the cultivated lands and crossed solitude the giant desert. And he caught sight of Enoch, and he called to him. Enoch explains that the 200 trees represent the 200 watchers. Okay, now, so you understand that, let's go back to the book of Enoch, okay? And right here it says, and it came to pass, when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. And the angels, the children of heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and beget us children. So anyways, they all get together on this mountain, and as you can see here, then swear they all together and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And they were in all 200 who descended in the days of Jared on the summit of Mount Hermon. Okay, now let's go back over to the Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay, as you can see here, Enoch explains that the 200 trees represent the 200 watchers. Remember, the 200 watchers were originally angels. They were 200 fallen angels. Okay, they were to watch over the earthly beings, but they decided to come down and mate with the earthly women, which is what caused the Nephilim. Okay, so while the felling of their trunks signified their destruction in a coming conflagration and deluge, that means the flood was coming. That's why these angels were sent down to cut down these trees. Okay, and just like I showed you in Enoch 66:2, you know, God sent the angels to work at the trees. So anyway,
now keep in mind that there were 200 trees for the 200 angels, but I've only found a few of those trees. Okay, now, as you can see here, and the Dead Sea Scrolls, and from the book of Enoch, and from Daniel, from the Holy Bible, the giants did not cut down the trees.
God sent angels here to cut down the trees because he was getting ready to flood the earth. And the only thing that would have been big enough to climb those trees to the heavens would have been the giants. So God knew what he was doing when he sent the angels here to cut them down before he even flooded the earth. And I did explain that that's the way it happened in the first video I made, but now I have the Dead Sea Scrolls to back up that evidence. Anyways, there's your answer. The angels cut down the trees, just like Scripture says.
Anyways, like I've told you before, it's really, really simple, and you would be surprised how knowledgeable you can become if you're willing to put in the work and the research. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, and God bless.